JoJo Siwa's been making headlines once again, however this time around, it doesn't seem she really has much to do with it. About exactly a month ago, give or take a day or two, JoJo Siwa would officially come out on her social medias, wearing a shirt that read "Best Gay Cousin Ever." This would come after a few days of speculation as to whether or not Siwa was implying something when her Born This Way TikTok would go viral. And although she had faced some issues with the announcement, for the most part she was supported by fans, other celebrities, and of course the YouTube community. This time around it seems Siwa started to trend on Twitter yet again, after rapper DaBaby dropped a freestyle mentioning her name. It led to tons of confusion and some calling out DaBaby for going at a 17-year-old in his freestyle. I'm gonna tell you guys all about it right now in InformOverload. Make sure to smash that like button and let's go. On February 19th, DaBaby would release his song Beatbox Freestyle, which would include the lyrics, I quote, "Turn me up, you gonna see why, you a bitch, JoJo Siwa, bitch." Now I left out a word or two which likely helps progress the freestyle, but I won't be saying that, so you guys can either Google it or figure out what word I'm talking about. It's really not that hard. In the song's music video, DaBaby, real name Jonathan Kirk, actually held up a photo of JoJo smiling while he was rapping the lyric, which led to people calling him out on social media. However, before the narrative that the 29-year-old Grammy nominee was trying to start a problem with a YouTube star, DaBaby took to Twitter to clear the air. First, he had a good laugh at how ridiculous the entire situation had become. At one point, both DaBaby and JoJo Siwa were trending on Twitter, all because of one line from his freestyle. Wild times we're living in, folks. Wild times indeed. After tweeting out a few laughing, crying emojis, DaBaby tweeted out, "I love Twitter, bruh." Bruh. He said, bruh. I love it. He then followed up with a few tweets using JoJo's last name, with the first reading, "I see why I'm not like the rest of you," and the other replying to a fan's tweet, which reads, "I don't see why they so mad either, bae." In between those two tweets, using JoJo's last name as a play on words once again, he would tweet directly to Siwa, clearing the air and letting her know what his true intentions were. I quote his tweet, "My 3-year-old princess is your #1 fan. I bought her every product you have out. She thinks she you. Don't let him trick you into thinking I'd ever have a problem with you. My wordplay just went over their heads. All love in my end, shawty. Keep shining." He then took to his Instagram, posting a story which included, I quote, "Y'all MFs are sick, lol. Y'all okay with that child being tricked into thinking I got a problem with her? We F with you, JoJo." I can't wait for you guys to comment on how I said shoddy. Amazing. As of this recording, JoJo hasn't responded or spoken on the situation, but it's likely she won't get involved at all, as these are two completely separate worlds colliding. Not to say people can't like both JoJo Siwa and DaBaby, but they're just two very different genres, so odds are they have very few mutual fans. That being said, some have gone full-on Inspector Gadget on us, and really tried to get to the bottom of DaBaby's play on words. You guys remember how I said his name was Jonathan? Well, some sources are claiming what he was doing was using the name JoJo as a nickname for himself, and Siwa being a play on the words CY. If this is the case, the lyrics would be more so, "You a bitch, Jonathan Siwa, bitch." Hopefully that makes sense. It's like he's saying that someone's a bitch. Hopefully, Jonathan, you see why that person's a bitch. That's kind of what he's saying, I think. Probably should have Johnny do the inserts with the rapping, because I can tell you guys, I'm sure you can tell, I'm not doing this any justice, so, you know, sports and science, I got you. Rapping, no. It seems like the rumor, if you'd really even call it that, started and quickly died on Twitter, but some are pointing to Kid Miro, who tweeted out, "Yo, what did I miss? Did JoJo Siwa dunk on DaBaby at the Nickelodeon Games or some shit? Why he OD on her like that?" One user even replied that it seemed to be a homophobic remark, which really would have seemed to blow things out of proportion, more so than they had already gotten. Some were quick to defend DaBaby on the thread, but it seems a lot of others were wondering why he was seemingly going after a 17-year-old Siwa. Good news is, he wasn't. There is no beef, and that's kind of the end of this one, folks. Just goes on to show you that the internet really is the wild, wild west, and they'll run with any and every story you could think of, regardless of validity. Important to always keep that in mind. As always, guys, let me know your thoughts on this one down below. Do you think this was an intentional diss and DaBaby decided to walk it back? Or did he intentionally do this knowing it would get people talking and potentially maybe just blow up the song? Maybe it was just a fun way of him giving his daughter a little shout out on the track, knowing she loves JoJo. Who knows? For now, let's reply to some comments from the video. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wants to run for president. Jerry Sapong said, "I don't even live in America, yet I'll vote for him." I think a lot of people would support The Rock. I think he's a very good public figure. I don't know if he'd be a good politician. Good public figure. But I guess that's what a good politician is. Daily Random Fact said, "Daily fact, the giant squid has the largest eyes in the world." I disagree. I think I have bigger eyes. My eyes, have you guys seen my eyes? My eyes are big, look. Let me put this in focus. I mean, I'm tired. It's first thing in the morning. You probably can't see the light. Look at how big my eyes are. I got big eyes. Big blues. Big baby blues. They're not even blue. Like green. Chance said, "Can you smell what the commander-in-chief is cooking?" I think you more so did. "Can you smell what the commander-in-chief is cooking?" My little rock impression for you guys. Sarcasm said, "Next you'll have Ariana Grande or Beyonce running for president or something." Not like I'm complaining though. I would be complaining big time for sure. That'd be awful. I really think that's a big issue. the fact that like these influencers are getting like so much influence that they're now starting to get positions of power like this. That's not good. We don't want like celebrities and reality stars to become presidents anymore, guys. All right, that's all for this one, guys. I've been your host, Jared Bronstein, and we'll see you guys soon.